Good morning, grade 10 students. Today we're going to look at quadratic functions and the quadratic formula more specifically. Good luck. As you recall, quadratic functions have three different forms. We could write it as factored form. We could write it as standard form, or we could write it as vertex form. The factored form gives us the roots, r and s. The standard form gives us the y-intercept, and the vertex form, of course, gives us the vertex. We can expand factored form to get standard form, and we can factor standard form to get factored form. We can also expand vertex form to get standard form. We have been finding the zeros, or the roots, because we were factoring. But what if factoring is not possible? What then? We can use the quadratic formula. And the quadratic formula is based on standard form, where a is in front of the x squared, b is in front of the x, and c is the constant. And then we can find the intercepts, x, by using this formula. Let's try it. So if we compare this equation to ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, we can see that a is 6, and b is -7, and c is -3. Then we just need to substitute all of those values into our equation for finding the x-intercepts. Okay, so as you can see here, I took the a value, the b value, and the c value and plugged it into this formula to get this expansion. Now I'm going to evaluate that. So as you can see, I evaluated the things under the root sign. I get 49 plus 72, which is 121. The square root of 121 is 11. And so now I just have to break off into my plus option and my minus option. So going this way, plus, I get 7 plus 11 over 12. And that's 18 over 12, which equals 3 over 2. Or if I go in my minus option, then I get 7 minus 11 over 12, which is -4 over 12, which equals -1/3. So then our roots are 3/2 and -1/3. So that's where our quadratic will cross the x-axis. So to recap, we compared this equation to our standard form. We isolated our a, b, and c. We then substituted them into the formula, evaluated the formula to get our two roots, 3/2 and -1/3. Let's try this one more time. Comparing this formula to our standard form formula, we see that a is equal to 3, b is equal to -5, and c is equal to 2. Now I'm going to substitute those into the formula. So again, I've done all of the substitution for you. And then 25 minus 24 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So now I've got 5 plus or minus 1 over 6. I'm going to go in both directions. So I'm going to try the plus first. 5 plus 1 over 6 equals 1. And go in the minus direction. So 5 minus 1 over 6 equals 4/6, or 2/3. So now at this point, our roots are 1 and 2/3. That's it for today. Good luck.